Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and today we are going to be covering the top 10 things to know before owning a cat. Just a little heads up if you're parents and you're watching with a child, you can probably stop the video at number 8 for them. 9 and 10 are more directed for you, and kind of what you're going to have to deal with when the cat gets older, unfortunately. So, number 1, cats live around 15 years, so be prepared for that. It is basically going to become your new child if you have a child, or your child if you do not have any kids, your best friend, etc. Don't just be an asshole and be like, oh, well, it's not a kitten anymore. I don't want it. I'm going to dump it on somebody's doorstep. That has happened to me before. Do not do that. It is not fair to the cat. It is not fair to the person that you dump the cat on, and it is not fair to the SPCA or whoever they have to bring the cat to. Just don't do it. So if you want a cat, keep the cat forever. You're in for life. That's it. If you're not in for life, stop watching right now. I don't care about you as a human being. All right, number 2. Cats sleep for approximately 12 to 16 hours a day. Yup, that is a crap ton of sleep. So once in a while, please leave them alone and let them sleep. They are more nocturnal creatures, so probably I would say 5, 6 o'clock or so they start getting more active, and they can be active into the wee hours of the night, such as like 3 or 4 a.m., depending on your cat's own sleep schedule and their internal clock, because every cat has their own internal clock, like humans do. Number 3. So cats are also very independent, kind of going on with they sleep 12 to 16 hours a day. Yet again, sometimes you just need to leave them alone. Other times you just need to keep loving them or they will get annoyed. um, Also, you definitely like a dog. They need exercise, but obviously not as much. So if you have the property for, I would recommend an in and outdoor cat. So that way they can run around, catch mice and moles, etc. Get rid of that population so you're not dealing with the mice. But make sure you have a collar on them. Make sure you keep up with the flea and tick stuff. Obviously, make sure you keep up with the rabies shots and other shots if you are going to be having an indoor-outdoor cat or strictly outdoor cat. Number 4, you need to earn a cat's love. But once you have their love, they're pretty much going to keep annoying you forever because they love you and you're their person. It does take a while when they're a kitten. Definitely helps if you get them when they're a kitten more than when you get them older on. Because the older you get them, they already had someone that they loved, and then they lost that love, unfortunately, because either maybe that person died or gave them up, which kind of sucks. But if you get a kitten and you love them unconditionally from the time they're a kitten to when they reach adulthood and when they're really old and on their deathbed, unfortunately, they will love you forever. And it's pretty awesome to have a cat around, especially if you need to get rid of some mice. All right, number 5. Cats can and will have a favorite person typically. So somebody that plays with them a lot, feeds them a lot, makes sure they get milk and treats, keeps up with their water, cleans their litter box. Typically, they're going to like that person more than somebody that doesn't do any of those things for them. Um, if you are the mom or the dad, whichever, is putting the flea and tick medicine on the cat every month, they might not like you as much. Or if you're the one that always gets stuck bringing them to the vet and doesn't really take care of them otherwise, like feeding them, etc., they're not going to really like you too much. If you do all the feeding and all of that along with taking them to the vet, they'll be pissed off at you for a little while. They'll run away and hide because they need their independence and need to kind of comprehend what happened to them when they went to the vet and and got stuck with a shot or some sort of surgery if necessary. Um, but they will come back around and love you once again. You give them some milk or a treat, and they'll be perfectly fine with you. Number 6, each cat has their own specific personality. So, for example, my cat that I had, she loved to be a lap cat. She loved people's laps. When she was younger, she was more outside a lot, going after mice and moles, etc. But as she got older, she just loved the comfort of somebody's warm lap to sit on. I think because I'm a heavier set dude. My dad wasn't really heavier set, but he always fed her and stuff too. Me and him were typically the ones she always went to. I think more because I was super warm and cushy because I got big thighs. So, number 7, you can teach your cat tricks if you really feel the need to. My cat was, I think, 17 or 18 years old when I was looking up things on YouTube, and I found a guy that taught his cat how to do paw. And if you keep up at it, just like with a dog, it may take longer because it is a cat and not a dog. You can teach them how to sit. You can teach them paw, other paw, lay down. I don't think I've really seen too many people teaching them speak, but I'm sure it's possible if you keep up with the work. Number 8, cats are also very smart. Some may be dumber than others, as I said, that can go along with their personality. But when my cat was younger, we had a side porch with the railings right up to the doorknob, and if we left the door unlocked, she would know enough to climb up the railing, use her front paws, and paw at the doorknob until it opened, and she would let herself in the house, which I thought was the cutest and most adorable thing. Although if you weren't paying attention, God knows how long that door was open, and God knows what else got in the house with it. But yeah, this kind of goes back into number 7 with the tricks thing. That cats are very smart and they can learn how to do different tasks if you teach them how to do it. So now we are on to number 9 yet again. If you have small children, you may want to pause the video, let them go into a different room or something, because this is kind of more for when cats get older and when they're kind of ready to go, unfortunately. So number 9, cats will throw up and poop randomly, and sometimes more than others, especially when they're sick. Hairballs and stuff, don't worry about it. That happens a lot, especially if they're cleaning themselves a lot, or it's one of those big fluffy cats that has a lot of hair. The pooping, typically they will get to the litter box, but cats can start to go blind or even farsighted when they get older, which means they can't see close up. And it could become hard for them to find their litter box. It also might be a good idea to move their litter box to a spot where they can more easily access it. As I said, the older they get, obviously the more health problems they're going to get. Typically, it's something with the kidneys, could be a heart murmur, could be a stroke, as I possibly, depending on how their circulation is. Arthritis is very common too in cats the older they get up there, but typically these problems won't really happen or be a problem until like the last year or two of your cat's life. So number 10, probably the hardest for me too. It is very hard to lose and let go of a cat, because in my case, I had my cat for 19 years. Had that cat since I was 3 years old. I am currently 23, and it just sucked so hard when I lost that cat. It was not fun. It was not a fun day for me, and I might even start tearing up right now. I'm sorry if I do. But it's kind of one of those situations where it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. Because, as I said, that cat will love you for its entire life if you were a specific person. Even if you're not, it'll still probably love you if you're around enough. It'll keep coming back to you no matter what, jump on your lap, etc. And a cat's love, much like a dog's, is unconditional. But you gotta earn it. You really do gotta earn it. There's not much else to say. This video kind of goes out to cat owners everywhere that lost their pet. Also, my cat Fluffy, who died a little over a week ago. This is kind of why I'm making the video, because I think this will help me get over her. So remember to like and subscribe. If there's anything you want me to review or another top 10 video or something like that you want me to do, leave a comment down below. I'll make sure to look at them. Yet again, remember to like and subscribe. My name is Steve Gray. Have a good one.